Hi everybody, welcome to the Music DCS channel. I'm your host, and this is my Guitar Gold Diary. Well, as far as my Be a Better Guitar Player progress is concerned for this past week, it has not been that good. No, it has been fairly inconsistent. During a jam session warm-up, I broke my high E string, and then I just decided, you know what? Instead of just restringing that one, I'm just gonna do the whole thing, just start fresh. So that happened. I did still get some practice in this week, and when I did, I stuck to my usual routine. And I'm also still working on this updated routine involving Music is Win's Ultimate Guitar Routine video, I think it's called. So in this video, Tyler breaks up an example 1 hour practice session with several 15-minute exercises. So I saw that and I just took note of some of the example exercises that he put down, like just focusing 15 minutes on ear training and focusing 15 minutes on like theory, etc. And I thought, oh yeah, that's right. My current routine doesn't really have any sort of rhythm guitar or chordal based work in it. And that's something I'm gonna kind of have to work on because chords are kind of important. If I'm gonna be a good guitar player and a good songwriter, I'm gonna probably have to know, chords and how to play them and how to play them in different voicings because that'll help me get different nuanced feels within chord progressions and, things like that nature. Now, one of the things that I do want to work on is using triads and other chords in spread and closed voicings. I still haven't worked out all of the kinks yet for how I'm going to specifically apply the Music is Win routine to my own. But as long as I keep asking the question, how does this, relate to my own goals, then the refinement of my vomit will probably work out in my favor. Another thing that I want to work on is ear training. Now, I used to do an ear training exercise in the past where I would, just sing what I play and play what I sing. So I might try to bring that back in some form. But, I think just keeping a sharp ear, keeping a sharp ear is probably a good move for kind of getting ideas from other songs and incorporating them into your own style and kind of like seeing what you like. So I think that would also help. But once again, as long as I keep on referring back to my original goal vomit and making sure that that it's relevant, I should be okay. Probably. Maybe. So as far as vocals are concerned and keeping up with vocal practice, I had no inconsistencies with that. All 3 days, I was on it. I did all my trill warm-ups. And all my vowel exercises and all that jazz. Doobie 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 doo. And even though I have a sore throat right now, I still recorded that cover of Return to Earth by The Contortionists. So if you want to check that out and then check back in later, I guess, for the whole before-after scenario, feel free to do that. Otherwise, I don't know, just carry on. Now, as far as the vocal exercises go, I still have some trouble maintaining these lip trills. Now, when you're doing them, you're supposed to just keep your lips closed and keep your jaw relaxed and all this stuff, and it's just supposed to be a... But then, when I'm doing like my little scale runs and all that stuff on this piano back here, sometimes, I just can't hold the trill. I just kind of go... And I'm not fully consistent yet, but we're getting there. But yeah, now that Return to Earth is recorded, It's just a matter of continuing the practices. You know, until 1 or 2 months has passed by, and then we're just gonna do it again, and we'll see if anything's changed. You know, I might try to do like an A/B kind of thing. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. So I finished tracking all of my lead guitar parts for, we'll call it song number 2 for my band's album. So right now I'm waiting for my drummer to kind of work out their parts, and then we're gonna kind of reconvene at a later date and time. But until then, you know, I'm kind of free, so now I'm just gonna look ahead at song number 3. And that means that goals 3 and 4 kind of overlap right now. The other guitarist in the band and I are gonna kind of, you know, have a couple sit downs about like lyrics and, you know, the song structure that the song is currently in, and you know, just kind of see what we can improve and flesh out, which means I gotta put my my songwriter muscles to the test, you know? What I'm probably gonna do is Google some bands that influenced us and kind of see how they structure their lyricisms and whatnot, and do some stealing. Some of the things that I'm gonna be looking for in this songwriting research are things like, you know, storytelling elements, metaphors, and just how, you know, just basic fundamental setups of how a good song is written by bands that I like. Now, practicing lick goal number 1 this week has also been pretty inconsistent after that whole guitar string fiasco. But when I did get my practice in, not only did I do the usual, you know, chromatic setup, but I also jammed to like a blues progression and, you know, kind of just did some sequences, you know, and varied up the rhythms to kind of just really digest the whole lick and kind of make it my own. So rather than just going, you know, I would play it on the 1 chord, I would play it on the 4 chord, you know, kind of like mix it up when I'm doing the 5 chord, you know, any kind of different ways to like arpeggiate and outline whatever chord that I'm on. I tried to do that. But I'm gonna be more consistent by the next entry. I think that practicing any sort of like lick or passage in not only different keys, but, you know, using them in sequence over different chords and varying the rhythms are like 3 pretty good places to start as far as learning and digesting and really like eating a lick is concerned, you know? So I think that my practice session that one day, I think it was pretty effective. Let's just do a recap real quick on our current situation. So yeah, goal number 1 for being a better guitar player, I've got to incorporate at least the ear training and theory via, you know, spread and closed voicing triads and other chords into my routine. Goal number 2 for being a better singer, I've recorded Return to the Earth for my before, and now I've got to just keep on grinding out these exercises and practicing and doing all my workouts and whatnot until a month or so in, and then I'll do my after video and we'll see if I've made progress. Goal number 3, and I guess goal number 4 as well, I've got to start taking a look at song number 3 and working out lyricism, and I have to start Googling, you know, just like how bands' lyrics are set up, you know, just open up their lyrics on Google and kind of just read it and just go, oh, I see what they did there, they did that thing. Or, you know, Googling how they wrote the song or what story is trying to be told, you know, start to do some more, some analyzing. That'll help me finish tracking my band's album, you know, if we get this song done in time. So 2 birds, 1 stone. And then goal number 5 is to just, I guess, keep working on the lick goal in different sequences and varied rhythms and different keys. But yeah, that is entry number 3. So what about you? Have you worked out a schedule yet? Are you trying to figure out what you need to incorporate into your schedule in order to meet your goal vomits? Let me know in the comments section down below after you've liked and subscribed. I'm out.